Say the VMAs, it was fantastic. And it was a great performance. And then at the end, you got really emotional and you started crying.
You mean, said you're running out of time.
Oh my God.
It was just so overwhelming for me, everything. Just the performance. Like, I just wasn't expecting them to support me in the way they did.
And I made him cry.
Well, then that makes two of us.
People think that like I'm just some machine or some like product that they'll put together, and it's like this movie really shows that like I've been playing music ever since I can remember. I'm here to take all the constructive criticism I can and become not only a great artist, but like at the end of the day, a good person and someone who, you know, learns from my mistakes and learns from different things. You know, everyone's gonna make mistakes. I'm 16, everyone makes bad choices.
Since the start of my relationship, my routine hasn't really changed. She wakes up and her skin is perfect every day. She doesn't even have to wash her face. I have to do all this stuff only to look like this. It's very hard.
Why? Why do people do this?
If I were a wild animal, what kind of animal would I be?
Monkey or koala bear.
Just kidding. Do we have a favorite? It's honestly the two I was thinking. I swear to God. Just kidding. Do we have a favorite?
Well, we're so blessed and honored to have you on our live, and thank you for doing this. You look gorgeous, obviously.
Hey!
Look at us two. We're a happy married family.
That's so cool.
Cool question. Did you see this coming?
Oh, no. I think that I've grown during this period. I've appreciated things. You just even being able to have a bed to sleep on is so important to me. And
like, yeah, you want to be surrounded by your people and you love them. Also, like in your relationship, how does that play out?
You know, I never dated anyone before who like reciprocated all the things I did. And like, we just do everything together and like go back and forth. And like, you know, like yesterday I was like exhausted and I like was so tired and she just like did everything. You know, at nighttime you just like have to do all the stuff. You gotta put the dogs away. You gotta like go fill up the glasses of water. You gotta go make sure this is done. You gotta lock that door. You gotta do this. And usually I do all that stuff and I was like, I'm exhausted. And she was just like, I got you. And it was just like everything. And it's like things as simple as that. I'm just like, oh, like it just feels so good.
Yeah.
And it feels so good to like, you know, come home and like just know that the other person is trying to make the other person so happy.
Yeah.
Make their life so much easier.
Carson Daly, please report to the studio.
Live.
Carson, get to the studio.
Go to the studio.
Get to your first date.
What you're about to see is going to make you question everything you thought you knew about love, fame, and the price of moving on. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now, because what I'm about to reveal isn't something the media wants you to know. This story has been carefully hidden behind PR statements, perfectly curated Instagram posts, and rehearsed smiles on red carpets. By the end of this video, you'll want to share it with everyone you know. This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is about real human emotion, real heartbreak, and a moment that exposed the raw truth of Justin Bieber's heart. Picture this. The Golden Globes, January 12th, 2025. Hollywood's biggest night. Cameras flashing, red carpet rolled out, and everyone who's anyone showing up in designer outfits smiling for the paparazzi. And the glitz, the glamour, the perfect Hollywood facade, it was all there. But in the middle of it all, one carefully constructed image cracked in real time. One person couldn't hold it together. One person's emotions spilled over in a way the world would see. That person was Justin Bieber. Why? Because Selena Gomez walked into that venue holding hands with Blanco, a sparkling ring on her finger, glowing like we hadn't seen in years. And Justin broke. Now, before anyone rushes to the comment section saying, but he's married, he's moved on, he has Hailey, let me stop you. That night told us something millions of fans have whispered for years. Some loves never die. Some connections run so deep that no amount of time, no new relationship, and no marriage certificate can erase what once was. And Justin's tears that night spoke louder than any PR statement ever could. To truly understand the gravity of that night, we have to rewind a little. Justin and Selena were the definition of young love in Hollywood. They met as kids, barely in their teens, and the world watched as they fell head over heels. Their love was passionate, messy, intoxicating, and yes, toxic at times. They broke up and got back together more times than anyone could count. Every Instagram post, every cryptic message, every emoji became a headline. Fans dissected everything they did, and it became more than a relationship. It became a cultural phenomenon. Millions of people grew up watching their love story unfold in the most public way imaginable. And then, like so many Hollywood romances, it ended. Or so we thought. Justin married Hailey Baldwin in 2018, or the news shocked many fans, but eventually people accepted it. Selena, on the other hand, carved her own path. She focused on her music, her acting, and most importantly, her mental health. She opened up about her struggles with lupus, anxiety, and the pressures of fame. She seemed genuinely happy being single and free, and fans admired her for it. Then came Benny Blanco. Yes, the producer who's worked with nearly everyone in the music industry. At first, rumors swirled. Some people were skeptical, others were cautiously supportive. But as time went on, it became clear. This wasn't just a fleeting romance. Selena looked genuinely happy. Photos, interviews, casual smiles, everything confirmed it. And then came whispers of an engagement by the end of 2025. Fans were in shock. Could it really be happening? Was Selena finally getting the fairy tale ending she deserved with someone other than Justin? Fast forward to the Golden Globes. Selena was nominated for her role in Amelia Perez, a performance critics called career-defining. She walked the red carpet absolutely radiant, wearing a ring that wasn't just any ring, an engagement ring. Holding her hand was Benny Blanco, supporting her, glowing alongside her. And somewhere else in the building, Justin Bieber was falling apart. Multiple eyewitnesses confirmed that he was visibly emotional. Not just a single tear. Full-on crying, stepping away to try to compose himself, but unable to. And the timing? Right after Selena and Benny made their entrance. Right after the cameras caught that loving glance between them. Right after the undeniable proof that Selena was thriving without him. But the internet exploded. People couldn't stop talking about it. Justin, married, having been through so much with Hailey, completely broken over seeing an ex move on. Fans were furious, sympathetic, confused. Now here's where it gets important. Emotions aren't logical. Love isn't something you can just turn off because of a wedding or a ring on your finger. Justin's tears that night weren't necessarily about wanting Selena back. They were about grief, closure, nostalgia, the bittersweet ache of seeing someone you once loved find happiness with someone else. Think about it. Justin and Selena met as teenagers. They grew up in the public eye, made mistakes, hurt each other, loved deeply. Even after moving on, seeing that chapter of your life truly close is a hard pill to swallow. It's not about betrayal. It's about memories, dreams, in the version of yourself that existed when you were with them. As expected, the internet went wild. Twitter became a war zone. Instagram comment sections exploded. Fans divided into Team Hailey versus Team Selena, defending, attacking, judging. Was Justin a bad husband? Did Selena deserve peace? Did Hailey get sidelined by the shadow of the past? And yet, all three at the center of it stayed silent. Justin didn't post anything. Hailey stayed quiet. Selena just kept glowing, celebrating her nomination, walking the red carpet with a smile that seemed untouched by the chaos surrounding her. She laughed, posed for the cameras, and interacted with her peers as if the world wasn't dissecting every heartbeat. Sometimes silence is more powerful than words, more commanding than statements. In moments like these, restraint becomes a shield, an unspoken message that life continues, regardless of the gossip, the judgment, and the endless online commentary. In this case, silence wasn't avoidance. It might have been the healthiest response any of them could have chosen. But that night didn't exist in isolation. Behind closed doors, emotions were complex and layered. Some insiders suggest that Hailey understood Justin's history with Selena. She knew the depth of that connection and, according to sources, didn't feel threatened by his moment of vulnerability. Other reports, however, hint at tension, old insecurities, lingering questions about whether Justin had truly moved on may have resurfaced in subtle ways. And while we may never know the full truth of their private lives, the one undeniable fact is that the carefully crafted narrative of Justin being entirely over Selena was cracked that night, The public image of him as fully healed, fully content, and completely devoted was, at least for a few hours, shaken by a single emotional moment on a crowded red carpet. This doesn't mean his marriage is doomed. Justin and Hailey's relationship has weathered storms before: scrutiny, rumors, and immense pressure from fans and media alike. But what it does reveal is that emotional wounds, even the ones we think are closed, can linger. No amount of commitment, love, or time can erase the echoes of a love that once defined a significant part of your life. Sometimes, the past returns unexpectedly, triggered by a glance, a smile, or a ring on someone else's finger. And that's exactly what happened. Meanwhile, Selena is thriving in ways that are impossible to ignore. Professionally, she's at the peak of her career, receiving recognition for performances that critics are calling career-defining. Personally, she seems lighter, freer, and more grounded than she's ever been. Emotionally, she radiates happiness, stability, and self-assurance. Her engagement to Blanco represents not just a new chapter in her love life, but the peace she has fought so hard to find. And yes, that happiness, so authentic, so raw, so untouchable, unintentionally triggered a deep emotional reaction from Justin. It's not about blame, it's not about fault, it's about unresolved feelings, nostalgia, and the undeniable human tendency to feel something when confronted with the happiness of someone who once held your heart. Selena has moved on. And she deserves every bit of the love, stability, and joy she has found. Her journey reminds us that personal growth doesn't always follow a straight path, and sometimes it arrives at the most unexpected, perfect time. Justin's reaction, meanwhile, reminds us of a universal truth. Human emotions are rarely neat, and they rarely follow logic. Love, grief, closure, they're messy, unpredictable, and profoundly human. In Hollywood, where every emotion is magnified, every glance is scrutinized, and every heartbreak becomes content, moments like these are impossible to escape. What happened at the Golden Globes wasn't just a celebrity breakdown, it was a raw reminder of what fame, history, and past love can do to a person. It exposes the cracks in narratives carefully sold to the public, and the vulnerability that remains behind perfectly curated smiles, and the messy, uncontainable reality of being human. Where does this leave us? With more questions than answers, and with a story that refuses to be neatly closed. Fans are divided, emotions are raw, and the saga of Justin and Selena continues to captivate the world. The Golden Globes 2025 wasn't the conclusion. It was merely another chapter in a story that began over a decade ago. Some loves never fully leave us. Some chapters never fully close. And Justin and Selena's journey is living proof that human emotion is unpredictable, messy, and unforgettable. Their story isn't over, and one thing is certain: the lessons of love, heartbreak, and emotional honesty will continue to surprise us, challenge us, and remind us of the complexity of the human heart.